Welcome back to the Underway podcast, guys. This is episode number 7. Underway is the only way, and today is the day we are going to get underway. How are we feeling, guys?
I've been better, but we're here. We've made it.
I'm a bit tired today.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, or you will know, we just had our Underway's 4th birthday party last night. So we actually did it on a Sunday, and we filmed these on Monday. So it is the next day from the Underway party. So I'm a little bit hungover, you could say. Russ is definitely hungover, I think. And Jack, you don't drink, do you?
No, not that time.
No, oh yeah, he does. He drinks sometimes, but
yeah.
But yeah,
I didn't drink yesterday.
Not in season.
Yeah, I'm in season at the moment.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so no drinking in season. That's the rule that I've set for myself. But I had a drink last weekend at Emma's birthday, and had a few CCs. It was nice.
Yeah, he was speaking dribble. You weren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny to see Jack just not... He was just like super happy. If you want to picture Jack, tipsy?
Yeah.
Say you're tipsy. Jack tipsy is just like Jack more chatty.
I was vibing. It was a good time. But that's the thing. Like I like to have a drink, let the hair down, just relax a bit, and
we never used
enjoy
to
myself.
though.
And yeah, well, I've done no drinking for 3 years, and then I was back on for a year. And then I did no drinking last year, and now I just have like I'm confident in my off switch and my ability to just go, no, I don't want to do it, and so now I know that the choice is fully mine, and I just do it whenever I want. So
which is just randomly. Yeah.
So like I was like, look, I'm gonna have a drink this weekend. You know, it's Emma's birthday. It's a good opportunity to go and do it. And I've got touring coming up in like 8 weeks, and we just finished the previous training block, and I locked in my qualification to Torian, and so I was like, well, let's celebrate, let's get after it, let's have a bit of fun.
But yeah, and Russ did not want to film today because he reckons he
man,
can't talk. But
I still don't know why we just didn't wait till Wednesday.
Because I think it's premium content right now, looking at Russ hungover.
I'm not sure about that.
I reckon Russ has
I'll be
no
a bit
filter.
quiet today.
The funny thing is,
He's got no filter today, I reckon. I reckon he's just gonna be, he's not gonna let us get away with anything today.
The funny thing was, we had a few drinks at my house. By a few drinks, like just 2 beers at my house before the party. And Russ is like, this is what Russ said to me. He's like, I'm just going to drink red wine, so like I stay sober. I was like, what does that even mean? Because I feel like every time he drinks wine, that's the worst. I've obviously been around Russ many times when we go out, and I feel like every time he drinks red wine, he's worse than if you drink beer. But
yeah, I don't know. Well, the cocktails are pretty nice.
What was
yesterday. We got through a bottle of red. So
what was the thought behind that? Why did you think...
I just thought Sunday Sippers red wine would be relaxed mood, but then I don't know, it got pretty rowdy towards the end.
Actually, I was a little... I think we were all nervous about having the party on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Because like we didn't want it to be shit. Well, that's what I was nervous about. Like I just didn't want to have a shit party. Like we've got everyone like... it was sick.
The weather turned up. It was a great day. It was a lovely day, but I mean... I think it would have been better if it wasn't Sunday, because I wouldn't be feeling like this on Monday.
But yeah, we obviously do wish it was a Saturday. But if you didn't know, like we obviously planned it to be that Saturday, but there was just a booking error. The place where we booked that actually double booked us. So yeah, we got the shit end of the stick there.
What wine do you drink, Russ?
I don't know, whatever's going. Pinot though. Pinot.
You're a Pinot man.
Yeah.
What do you drink?
I drink Pinot as well if I'm drinking red.
Okay.
Do you drink wine?
No, I don't.
I reckon wine gives you the worst hangover because you're so thirsty. You're so thirsty.
Dehydrates you.
Yeah, dehydrates. Like, how thirsty are you?
I got up like a few times at night and just got some water, I must admit.
I saw Russ at the kebab shop last night because we live near each other. I'm walking home. I just hear Russ.
Just ran into him.
Yeah, I hear Russ's voice. I'm like, fuck, this guy sounds like Russ. And I walk in the kebab shop because I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
I thought he was gone.
Well, he
was
was
just ordering chips in the kebab shop.
I thought Gail would want some chips. She was pretty happy about them too. So.
And then I was like, Russ, you want a Powerade? I'm like, because I went to go to Woolies to get some Powerades to cure the thirst. He's like, no worries. Then he had a sip of it, and I could tell he wanted that. You pretty much nearly sculled mine, man.
Just scull it, Russ? Just scull it?
Look, it was a bit blurry at that time of night. But I know I'm not a big Powerade fan.
You Gatorade?
Oh,
No,
it was,
I don't drink
it was
either
Gatorade.
Powerade or Gatorade.
Gatorade has double the sodium, more electrolytes.
I mean,
Fun fact.
if I'm really feeling pretty sorry for myself the next day after a big night, I will have a Powerade or a Gatorade, but
The Gatorade.
I'm not going out of my way to get one.
The Gatorade water, that electrolyte one is 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
If you've
right.
never drank it, you had it last night. Do you remember it?
I don't know.
Nathan got
Remember
me.
something.
Nathan Foote got me involved in it. He's like, dude, have you tried these? I was like, nah. And I tried one. I was like, wow, these are addicting.
Was that the sugar-free one?
Yeah, they're sugar-free.
Yeah.
They're sugar-free, but they don't leave you thirsty. You know, if you have some sugar-free stuff, like it doesn't quench my thirst. Like I drink sugar-free drink. I'm like, oh, now I just need more water. But
Yeah.
that one doesn't, that Gatorade water. So I highly recommend it.
I don't understand why people don't drink diet soft drink or diet, like
Oh,
in
instead.
general. In
Because
general,
big
like
pharma.
what?
Because a big pharma.
I think
The no sugar soft drinks out to get you, man.
Well, there's no stats yet, bro. We'll see.
I drink no sugar soft drink. I'm just
Yeah.
taking the piss.
Well, we all do. Most fitness people do.
yeah, it's
You would
because
say?
you're avoiding all
value
those
abs.
empty calories, and
Yeah.
I think they've done studies. The amount of like aspartame or all the artificial sweetness that you actually have to consume to have a negative effect is like you'd have to have like 100 cans in a day. You know what I mean?
Dang.
What if you don't eat and the only way you're getting carbs is from your drink? Then what? I mean, tradies I train that don't eat breakfast, lunch,
What?
and
you
they
think
just
that
drink Red Bulls? I'm like,
having
man.
sugar's the answer?
Well, they might fade and die, man. They might faint. I don't know.
Well, they should just eat something.
It is.
Oh,
It's better than zero.
Yeah.
It's better than none. It is better than zero.
But what about, do you reckon no sugar tastes better? I think it does now.
I don't know if it tastes better, but it's definitely better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
When did you change? Was there? You guys were probably around for the
Oh, I
change.
don't-
I can't remember the change.
I don't drink a lot of soft drink, full stop, or like flavored drinks. I would say.
Joshy loves the full sugar Coke. Always has.
who?
And whenever I go to his house, he
Kero.
always have a full sugar Coke there, ready to go.
Kero.
Kero. Yeah.
Yeah, he still drinks them at the office.
Yeah, the Coke drinkers, they're a strange breed because you either got they're like the people who drink full sugar Cokes. You give them a diet one or you give them a no sugar, and straight away they know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I cannot tell the
I
difference.
can
Really?
tell,
I can tell
I
the
can tell the
difference.
difference, but I
Yeah.
like them both.
I
Yeah.
cannot tell the
I
difference.
prefer Diet Coke over regular Coke, and there's a couple. There's like Coke Zero. There's like Vanilla Coke. Actually Pepsi Max is awesome. I like Pepsi Max.
Same, agreed.
But if I have the full sugar Coke, I get that weird like covering over my teeth, like that seal over my
sugar.
teeth, and that's what I reckon it is, and it's like, and yeah, I don't know, it's just I don't like that. It feels like I've got to go and brush my teeth immediately after drinking them.
I personally like the taste of it. I just know that I'm just going to get fat if I drink full sugar.
Yeah.
That's literally all it is.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
But people, I know people that are super fit and they prefer full sugar Coke, but they sort of earn it. Like they train hard, they eat well. They're like, they're having like a little cheat meal. Like, I'm going to get full sugar. They deserve it, but
Yeah, it's okay. Everything's
Yeah.
okay in moderation. It's just that it's one of those things that's probably hard to moderate.
You know, Luke Davey didn't know that there was like no sugar options. I had a Pepsi
What?
Max or something. This was literally 2 months ago.
That surprised me because he's decently intelligent.
Yeah, well,
Decently.
He had no idea. And I was sitting there drinking a Pepsi Max or something. He's like, dude, you're meant to be shredding. I heard you saying you're shredding. I'm like, I am shredding. He's like, you've got a Pepsi Max. I'm
And
like,
it's to the max.
yeah. He's like, you're drinking soft drink. I'm like, yeah, it's no sugar. He's like, what do you mean no sugar?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's no calories. He's like, bullshit.
So you pulled out the nutritional value.
I had to show him. I'm like, dude, there's literally no sugar options for everything. He's like, but so there's no calories in them. I'm like, no, that's
Yeah.
why they exist.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just funny. Now he drinks them all the
That's
time.
hilarious.
Probably a bad thing, but now he drinks them all the
Now
time.
he loves them.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know. So if there's any listeners that didn't know that there is actually no calorie options for soft drink, let me know because there's more people out there than you probably think.
Yeah, I like Solo.
Yeah.
I just recently went through a slab of Solo, no sugar.
Russ
Yeah.
drank one at my house yesterday.
Yeah, they're
Go
bloody
with
good.
vodka.
You like them? Yeah. They're a good mix. They're
There's
a good
definitely
mix.
some calories in vodka.
Oh, I that's the thing. People smash them when they go out. Like people smash full sugar drinks when they go out, right?
Oh, that's the worst.
I never drink full sugar drinks when I go out because I'm like, I'm already getting the calories of the alcohol and the negative effects of the alcohol. I'm not going to double that by having like 200 grams of sugar in my 20 Jack and Coke.
I feel like that is what gives you a hangover more than anything too. Like, well, the alcohol.
But you've got a
is the-
placebo effect going on with sugar. Like
Yeah.
I've seen you have a sip of a sugar Solo and then instantly 5 minutes later said you have sore knees.
That is true.
I've
That
seen
is
you
true.
have a bite of a banana and just start farting. Say the fructose is what's getting you. I reckon.
That's probably true too.
Why? The real question is, why is Russell susceptible to placebos? More so.
I think everyone is susceptible to placebo.
No, more so.
More so.
Yeah.
What?
you- would you-
flatulence that's coming out my asshole isn't relevant. It didn't exist. It just didn't come from freaking thin air, mate. That was.
Oh, fuck.
It came straight from the fructose.
Dude, if I do eat a lot of fruit, my guts get flipped.
It's
Is that why
it's
you
rocket
don't like
fuel for you.
fruit?
I do like fruit. I just
No,
don't
but
eat
like,
much
I'm like,
fruit.
dude, I got fruit. It's like, I don't eat fruit. You said that to me 2 weeks ago.
I don't eat much fruit, but I'll have a piece of fruit.
And is it because of the fructose and the farting?
Yeah, I just don't feel that great on fruit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there something else going on here with the fruit?
Nah, I got nothing against fruit.
No, fruit's
Dude,
good. I like fruit.
What are we talking about? Fourth birthday. That's what we're talking about.
Well,
I just actually forgot where
We
what we were
got to the
actually
kebab
talking
I just
about.
asked you what wine you guys drink. That's all.
Yeah. I was just talking about the kebab shop.
Pinot
Yeah.
boys. I like mulled wine, by the way.
Oh, is that warm?
At the snow.
Is that warm? Is that when you warm it?
Yeah.
Never. That's
Cinnamon, star anise, bit of brown sugar. It's unreal.
That's what English people, UK people.
I reckon that would be my gateway into wine.
Gateway.
Yeah, like mocha. Like ice break was like mocha big M's were my breakaway into coffee when I was
Oh
like
man, last weekend.
10.
Yeah.
Last weekend we went to this. Went to a 30th at a winery. I went to a 30th at a winery,
Yeah.
and they had
How
this.
was it?
They had this peach Bellini, and it's like I think it's prosecco or champagne with peach liqueur. So it's a wine, but it doesn't. It tastes like agrum basically. It's like
Okay.
you're drinking agrum.
Yeah.
But it's
So
warm.
I reckon that's a hardcore gateway. So if you want a
To wine.
hardcore
Is it a
gateway,
white
to
wine? It's a white wine.
It's a white wine, but it's
Dang.
mixed with this peach liqueur or something. So it's like it's called a peach Bellini.
Dang.
And
I love it. We're giving drinking advice.
That's niche. That's
I wasn't
niche.
drinking them. I had a taste of it.
Hey,
and
no,
I
watch
thought-
out there for the gateways because they'll get you.
The
That's
Gale,
what we're
like, I
saying.
feel like
Gail was sucking.
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
All the girls were drinking them. Most of the guys were drinking them, to be fair. And
Yeah.
then there was a select few who were
Were they expensive?
on. Well, the funny
It was
thing
all
is,
free,
so we're at
wasn't
Zonzo Estate, right? We're on Zonzo.
Where's that?
In the Yarra Valley.
Okay.
And it's a nice place, beautiful place. The weather was nice, but we're there for lunch, and you buy wine by the bottle. And at Zonzo Estate, wine's $60 a bottle. So if you want to get one of these peach Bellinis, it's $60 a bottle. If you want to get a Pinot, it's $60 a bottle. Someone goes on Dan Murphy's and goes, I just want to find out how much
Oh,
it costs to get this wine if I'm at Dan Murphy's. $21
Whoa.
The
for the
marked up.
same. So they're charging you almost 3 times the amount to drink it there.
That's standard though. Think about like if you buy a bottle of vodka, like how many, and if you buy a vodka Red Bull or a vodka with,
So
it's
we
probably
were-
marked up at 50 times.
So we were like, just theorizing
That's how
that we
bars
should
make
have,
money.
should have just gone to Dan Murphy's, stocked up, came in, fresh bottles, just sat down, and just like, oh yeah, we got them from over there. Same bottles.
Well, now that we know, man.
Yeah, so if you're heading to Zonzo Estate, go by Dan Murphy's first. Get a few bottles.
That's everywhere you go though, man.
No, I know, but yeah, I
What
just
do you-
thought, no, but
you're paying for someone to open it for you.
No, but you're thinking you're going straight to the source, man.
Oh, because
you're
you're saying you went to a winery.
you're
Yeah.
at the winery. This is where it comes from.
Yeah, but you
You
can
know what I
drink
mean?
that. But that's
You'd
what
think
they
it'd be
do.
cheaper. I'd think it'd be cheaper.
No. But they're marking up other wines because they want you to drink their wine. Because how much was
No, but that is their wine.
It is their wine.
It's their house
it's
wine.
The exact
Is that
same.
their house wine?
They're just you
Yeah.
can buy the house wine $21, $40 cheaper at Dan Murphy's. That's what I was
Exactly.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Open
thought-
your
I
ears,
thought,
Sam.
No, I just thought because like you go to wineries and stuff, they obviously sell some stuff for theirs, but they also sell other things, imports and stuff too. Like when we went to that brewery.
Yeah.
Remember, you liked you didn't like their drink.
No, I
remember the guy going.
I did.
I was just like, I'm leaving this conversation.
Why? What happened?
It's not that
Were you talking to the owner about how you don't like his drink?
No, well, he ordered the import beers.
Well, I got to hear the story now. Give it to me.
So
I was just sampling all the beers that they had on tap.
Yeah.
So I was like, and I tried all their beers, and then I was like, I want to try something else. So then I was trying it's like, I don't know, some Brunswick Road brewery, something or other like that,
Hipster
I'll try,
beer.
and he's like, oh, don't you like my beers? And he's basically, and I was like, no, that's not the case.
Bit of tongue in
I've
cheek.
already tried it.
Yeah.
I want to try the next one.
Yeah.
In fairness, though, he ran out of the one we liked. You know how he had like 5 beers there?
Yeah.
The one that we liked was the lager, and he ran out. I remember. We had like 2, and he was like, it's empty. I'm like, well, damn, you need more of those.
Yeah, because I like them.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Russ started
Why haven't
drinking.
we gone back to that brewery? That was actually quite good.
It's always busy,
Is
man.
it 3806?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drove down here yesterday, and yeah, it was pumping. People walking around everywhere. I was like, oh shit.
I think you gotta pre-book. You can't just roll in on Saturday or Sunday. You're not getting in, I don't think.
Yeah, okay.
I could be wrong, but
Good art on the wall down there, and the art fair.
I feel like we've gone on a mad tangent. Where were we? We were at the birthday.
well, hold on. Just to wrap that up, if you are going out, drink no sugar drinks. I think that's what we're.
That is
Yeah.
definitely. If you are, because if people go out, right, and if you're gonna go out, well then, no
Or
sugar
if
drinks
you're
are
not
for
going
you.
out and you want something sweet that's a soft drink no sugar.
Yeah.
Any
Or
any drink.
I
Gatorade
get
water.
next bar.
Gatorade water, man.
Gatorade water, Gatorade, the no sugar Gatorade. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
good.
it's
Yeah.
fucking-
Mum's
The
been
Schweppes
drinking
have all those no sugar. There's so many
Yeah.
no sugar options these days. It'd be crazy. to
It's
drink
awesome.
full sugar.
We're living in the future.
What if like it comes out and it's not good for people, man?
Yeah.
We're getting sued.
We'll cancel this
I think-
podcast.
At this point in time, there's no evidence to
Not
suggest that
yet.
it is.
We'll see when we're 70, but I'll
But
take
there
the
is
risk.
evidence to suggest that table sugar in copious amounts is bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all that's in. If you actually looked at how much, there's you can go on YouTube or something, look at like a comparison thing, and they show you actually how much sugar is in one can, and you look at that and you go, that's making me ill.
You're right. I've
you
got
would-
that image in my head too. That was
Yeah.
when I stopped drinking Coke sugar.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, that's a lot of sugar.
Like, it's not just the little teaspoon they put in your coffee. It's like,
Yeah.
I think I'm not exactly sure how much it is.
People feel good like
I'm sure.
going to the
Pull it
cafe.
up, Sammy. Pull it. Someone with a,
Jamie, pull it up.
Where's our producer? Where's our producer?
We don't have
Pull
a
it up,
producer
man.
yet,
Just
man.
pull it up. Yeah, so, but like people feel good about not putting sugar in their coffee, like not putting the 1 teaspoon, but
Yeah.
they'll go and drink a full sugar Coke.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Which is probably like 2.5 tablespoons of sugar.
But yeah. Anyways, that's Underway's 4th birthday, so we'll see how we go this week.
Anything funny happened? You were on my shoulders at one point, no shirt on.
What?
I was
I got
spinning
freaking-
Sammy
I
around.
got
'cause he had no-
attacked,
what
man.
happened? Because I just saw him no shirt. I'm like, you're getting on my shoulders.
I was just walking, and then I got group attacked by Donnie, Darcy, and Corey. What am I supposed to do? Donnie's got me double arms behind my back. I've just accepted it. I'm like,
master
Donnie,
locked
man,
you.
whatever. Do whatever you want. And then Corey ripped my shirt off, and then they hit it, and I was like, fuck. I had no shirt on.
Oh my god.
That was not. I did not want to be
missed
there.
that.
And then
You sound
then
like
off-
a victim.
and
Stop
then-
victimizing
it sounds-
yourself. You had a huge smile on your face.
I did not enjoy that one. And then Jack, I don't know where you came from.
I came from 50 metres away.
Yeah.
I
Jack
spotted
appeared
you.
and just picked me up, and then someone gave me my shirt back.
I was waiting for them to play We Are the Champions because I just felt like, I was like, you're my best friend. I'm just
Yeah.
holding you up, you know? Just,
But yeah, that was
That was my
happened.
vibe.
That was interesting. What else happened? Our speeches were pretty shambles. They weren't the best speeches we've ever done in our lives, but I tried to.
Oh look.
I just wanted to
you can
wrap it
only-
up.
You can only say so much.
Yeah, but we forgot to thank our coaches and the staff.
nah, you remembered.
Yeah, I did remember.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we
No,
remember.
I feel like we did. It was just Christmas has just been passed, and we did
Yeah.
a lot of awards.
That's-
We did a lot of speeches, and
I
I think I don't know. letting the hair down.
I agree. That was in my head. My speech was like, "Hey, I feel like we just had a party and we spoke for ages. Like, let's have a good time. See ya. Thanks."
I liked our speeches.
Yeah.
I thought they were good.
Yeah.
I thought we thanked people. There was
Jack was talking about character building. I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, I was talking about the gym. Got a little bit deep there. Just
So I
enough
talked
of
about
that.
Ivan. Then I was
Russ
like,
cracked a
"Man."
good joke. That was good. We got a laugh. It was beautiful. It was a good balance of
What was the
everything.
joke?
I thought it was nice.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
No, it had to be there. It had to be there.
I actually don't know the joke.
Hey, 35 grams of sugar in one can of Coke.
How many tablespoons is that? Because you've got to get the visual comparison. I think it's 8 grams for a tablespoon. Is that right? Am I on the money?
How would you know that?
So a tablespoon of sugar is 12.6.
Oh, 12.6 grams. So that's like two. That's
Three.
Three.
Yeah.
3 big heaping tablespoons.
It's like 3.8 or something.
That is the
2
tablespoons.
If you're
It's not a teaspoon.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
tablespoon.
If you're somebody who
Just clicked on
drinks
that.
any sort of drink with sugar in it,
It's a lot of sugar, isn't it?
whether it's even juice, you know what I mean? If you're a regular juice drinker, if you take that out of your diet, straight away you're probably going to be in a calorie deficit and you'll lose weight
Yeah.
just by changing that one habit. It's
Probably.
the easiest habit to change. You probably will be.
Yeah.
So if you drink any calories, stop drinking calories.
Yeah.
Stop
yeah.
drinking.
Just eat.
Still
calories.
drink water, guys.
Yeah.
Drink water, eat food. Don't drink food.
Don't drink food. Oh yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Don't drink
Unless
calories.
you're an athlete. If you're an athlete, drink food. Because I try and drink as much food as possible.
Unless you're trying
nightcap-
to put on weight or you've got a crazy, ridiculous training volume, then don't drink food.
My nightcap at the moment has been I fill 500ml protein shaker up with chocolate oat milk, and then I put chocolate protein in it, shake it up.
That sounds good.
Takes me straight to the Z's. Takes me straight to sleep land.
But what athletes do for their nutrition and what regular people should do for their nutrition are two very different things, right?
It's different.
Because
Yes, very different.
look at what was Matt Fraser's go-to? He had
Yeah, but you don't know if that was just
At one point,
the video.
his gains ball was like he would put ice cream and milk in a bowl, and like he'd just smash calories.
yeah.
Yeah,
He had some real weird people would view as junk food as his that was his post workout,
Well, it's your bang for your buck, yeah, because it's quick and easy. Eat it.
Jack, you can pull it up, man.
It's just a Mars bar. I know what it is. He was just eating Mars
He
bars.
was eating Mars bars.
have you guys ever had a deep fried Mars bar?
Yeah.
Are they good? I really want one.
I don't think I've ever. I think I've maybe.
Yeah, they're
I
good.
Worth it?
I think I've tried
Yeah,
one.
it's
I
good.
don't
Oh,
think
you
it's
like
that
it?
good.
I'd get one.
You don't
I
think
would
it's
smash
Jack
one.
would like it. Russ wouldn't like it.
I'm gonna have one this Saturday night.
I
If
think-
I train hard, I'm gonna get one.
Where are you going to get it? I think they're just like...
Fish and chip shop.
Yeah, I had mine in a fish and chip shop.
Lockie Arbo hit me up. He works at a fish and chip shop.
Oh, which one?
Berwick.
What, he said they do... What do you mean he hit you up? He messaged you and said, hey, we've got deep fried Mars bars.
No, I'm just gonna hit him up.
Oh, so you don't know if they sell them.
Yeah.
Got it.
All
got
fish
it.
and chip shops do.
Mate, they batter anything in a fish and chip shop.
Pineapple fritters. Oh, banana fritters. I love them.
Banana fritters.
Russ would be farting though.
Dude, leave it to the mic, man. Josh Slack's going to message me and say, Russ, fucking move in. He always messages me, Russ is too quiet.
I'm close enough. I feel like
You're
I'm
not. Look
here.
at this distance.
Yeah.
If Russ
It's
is
all
too
good.
quiet, let him know.
Yeah. So usually we say a shack is away from the mic, but I reckon it should be a fist. Because if we're all a fist, then we should be right.
All right, let's go back to the 4th birthday because that's where we were.
Yeah.
Highlights of the 4th birthday.
Highlights were... There was... Nothing bad happened.
The food was
No
really good.
dramas?
The food was
the
really
food
good.
was great.
Food was
The
good.
food was really nice.
Yeah, I
smorgasbord
ate
was
quite
unreal.
a lot of the pizza.
Did you guys like the smorgasbord?
I didn't. I had one piece of
It was like
prosciutto
4
from the
plyo
smoked
boxes
smorgasbord.
long.
Yeah, I ate it.
Oh, I was smashing prosciutto left, right, and centre.
Yeah, I ate it.
That's how CrossFit coaches measure things with plyo boxes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's about 3 plyo boxes.
like four 20-inch long, so about 80 inches worth of smorgas. Yeah, I wrapped a cucumber up in prosciutto, and then I got Woody to eat it out of Zach's mouth. It was so good.
I actually watched that happen live action. I was like, what is going on here? And
I
just
got a
left it.
photo. I'll put it on the underway story.
Maybe don't.
Yeah, the food was really nice. I like
Everything
the
was
idea
good.
with the drink wristband.
Yeah.
That was good.
We only had one person forget to pay their tab.
Oh, yeah, who was it?
Paige Cullen.
Paige Cullen.
Paige Cullen. Oh.
One person.
What's the process?
Well, I texted the owner.
As in
I
burpees?
texted Laura. She doesn't, and she messaged me and she said, "Hey, when I get in tonight, I'll look at and I'll just get her to transfer, or I can whatever."
Sort that. Well, I thought for every $1 you spent and didn't pay, 1 burpee.
Oh shit! I reckon she would know about 100 burps.
If you were burping on free drinks, then you're gonna be burping on the dollars you didn't spend.
But yeah, back to highlights. It was the venue was good. Everything was good.
I wasn't sure if it was gonna turn up.
Yeah, that's what I said.
When I walked in, I was like, "What? Nice venue." I was like, "Nice venue. People here look good. Good smorgasbord. 4 ply boxes long. Beautiful." and then I was like, This is going to be hard for it to to elevate. I was like, we've got a dance floor, there's a DJ, everything, all the recipe factors are there. We've got the Underway Army. And then I came back from doing Seb's workout and it was just lit. Everyone was blind. The dance floor was full.
Yeah.
Oh, that was after speeches. Yeah. So, yeah. No, it turned up. It was
I
good.
honestly reckon we go back there, man.
Definitely. I'd be down.
It was a great venue. And
Like the
walking
it was
distance
cheap.
Walking distance from home.
Yeah.
That's always a plus.
And walking distance to the Sench.
100%. You guys walked home.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
We walked to and from. Yeah.
And I was like, a few minute walk. I reckon your 30th there, Sammy.
I reckon my third is going down there.
Yeah.
Are you 29?
Oh, I got one more year, 1.5 years.
Okay, yeah.
But Gail's 30 this year.
Oh, yeah.
And who knows? She might be about it.
Superfine's nice. Yeah, like you said, if we...
I reckon, all you need to make it even sicker is just get a little photo wall thing. You know what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Some balloons.
You were talking about shutting the blinds?
Yeah, shut those blinds. No, but it was daytime, though. If it's nighttime, it's dark.
Sam's he's like, get these lights off, man. Let's bring the vibe up.
Yeah, it was so
Lights
light.
down, vibes up.
So, all right, I was analysing, right? I was stepping back, I was looking, and I was like, why is there so many girls on the dance floor and there's no dudes?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, the dudes are just it's too bright in here.
It is.
The dudes are hit one dance move, I feel like an idiot. Oh, God.
That's why Sammy had shades on.
No, I didn't have shades on. You had shades on.
Russ just throwing shade at Sammy, literally, because Russ was first one on the dance floor.
No, but he had the shades on so it was dark and he was dancing.
Yeah. He was hiding his eyes so he wouldn't have to look at anyone. That's a move.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's the rave move. It's good.
It's
I like
4 p.m. sunny. It was bright as. If we just turned the lights off and shut those blinds, man, it would have been like midnight.
Russ was the pioneer for all male dancers at the Underway party.
Yeah, you did get Donnie up and about, and then Clausa was in there.
At one moment, Donnie ran over to me, grabbed the water bowl out of my hand, sculled it, just pulled it back, gave it back to me, was breathing, and then ran back to the dance floor. I was like, he's fine, he's having fun. I just waited 10 minutes at the bar, couldn't get their attention to get that bottle. He just smacked it. I was like, no worries. I just went straight, got another one. It was fine. I thought it was funny. But yeah.
No, but good times.
It was awesome times.
Did you pack up?
We did a sandbag carry. Ben was about to grab the big speaker and I was like, mate, come on. I saw you on that 85 kilo D ball. Have a rest. I'll show you how to do it. I'll pick it up. It's good. He wrote some notes down. It's, he just took them down quick in his phone.
For reference, that's... we had the competitors class on Saturday and there was, the big boys. We put the big boys on the big ball.
Which was 85
Which was 85 kilo ball and, oh, man.
My forearms are all
the boys were having a hard time with it, but Benny was, I think he was not loving that ball too much.
It's a big ball.
He was crying after class. Pretty close to
Poor Benny. He's gonna come in and he's gonna just throw that ball through a concrete wall.
He had Jack used to be so shit at that. Remember?
Yeah.
Every event we're it's a strongman event. Fucking hell, Jack's just getting annihilated out there. But yeah,
you went man mode.
I've been deadlifting twice a week for the past 2 years. For the past year. It's been good.
No, strengthened. Do you do bicep curls? Have you been doing peg boards and shit? You were saying that your biceps are cooked lately.
Yeah, just been pegging.
Peg.
I got peggies today actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd you find that anyway, Saturday?
I loved it.
Because that was your first. That was the first CrossFit competitors class.
Yeah. Yeah. Underway was booming. Saturday morning. It was going off. It was a vibe. Everyone was sharp. Everyone was onto it.
Yeah.
The program was good. We had good attendance. People showed up. It was a good team. There was no complainers. Everyone was focused.
No complaint.
We expect that in the competitors class. Well, actually, there was one complainer, and it was Benny Newland.
I was waiting for the segue.
I was well behind there. I didn't even get.
Dang.
Nah, he was positive
We're
about it.
roasting Ben. Roasting.
He was like,
sorry, bro.
I'd rather do this now. He was positive. He was saying, I'd rather do this now than get on the floor in Torian, and then something like this comes up and not have done it before. So he's like, this is good for me. This is good.
There was a cute coaching moment. Russ was like, Benny, it's all right. Like, you don't have to do it. I just looked. I was on the row. I was like, Russ, he's going to have to do worse shit at Torrent. And then I heard him talking about it later. I was like, hey, good.
Fucking hell! What did I miss out on?
Yeah. No, it was mad. It was just a vibe.
Go try and pick that ball up and you'll find all
No,
about
I've
all
tried
about
to
it.
Because the air's come out of it, so the sand is like, it's like sucked. Like it's glued to the sides of the ball. So like when you pick it up, you crush your fingers to like get it under there. And that's like the first thing. And then like you have to have your hands perfectly placed. Otherwise when you pick it up, it just falls out of your hands. And then once you get it to your knee, there's like, you have to be able to like get your arms and like hold it in your arms. And I've got scabs on my arms from holding it. And then you got to like throw it up to your shoulder. So you just got to sacrifice the integrity of some of your body and your skin and your nails.
What percentage of the gym is putting that ball on their shoulder? I don't think there's many people.
No.
Donnie get it. Hoggy get it. Russ get it.
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't know if Sam could.
No, I do. Do you know why I can get it?
I don't think I can
fucking
get it.
put it away every week.
Snap! Oh!
Literally, I do a lot of cleaning up around this joint, and every fucking day, if someone uses the D balls, they're not back. They're just fucking left in front of the boxes, just on the floor, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
So I put it away many freaking. You know how hard it is to just lift it up above that little thing and put it in there?
Yeah, when you're cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been coaching all night.
It's left out, isn't it? It's fucking left out.
I don't know. I was like, Benny, come on, you get that away, mate. Come on.
Cam put it away, and
Thank you, Cam. Cam does.
How'd he go?
Cam
Cam would get it?
Surely.
on the shoulder, I'd coin flip it.
Yeah.
But I don't reckon I'm getting on the shoulder.
No.
Nah.
I reckon you'd get it.
Maybe if I.
Maybe we should try it after this.
Yeah.
Probably actually later. No,
I'm
tomorrow.
trying it today.
We'll do it Wednesday, deadlift day. We'll try it Wednesday.
Yeah. I want to see it. I want to see a clip.
Wednesday, we'll try it. Wednesday, 4 p.m, man. I'll be training.
I don't want to hear words about it. I want footage.
Footage, okay. You
Yeah.
coach, don't you? No, you coach.
Yeah.
Wednesday, yep. I'll be here.
Who's lifting in the gym?
The boys.
Who's the boys?
Dean?
Oh, yeah, Dean and Josh. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, I feel like we should segue on to what else happened on the weekend, because we obviously had our 4th birthday, which we've been talking about for 30 minutes. But we've also had the age group.
It was sick. We had a sick birthday.
Yeah, we had the age group quarterfinals go down, and we also had the team go down on the Thursday, Friday. So how it ran was Thursday and Friday, the teams obviously had to do their workouts, and then the oldies and the youngies had to do it Saturday and Sunday. I wasn't there for the Saturday and Sunday, so I reckon Jack should take over from here. And
Yeah, well, I was going to say, how'd the team go? You were rock and rolling with the team.
Yeah, so the team went actually really well. I think Josh what did he say to me? He's like, it's like a different intensity, like when you're doing these quarterfinals workouts and you got to do all the setup and like people are watching you. It's not like you're thinking about all these other things and you're also trying to do your workout and meet your standards more and just little things like that. And he's just like, it all added up together. It was just like something he thought would be easy, which would be like 10 shoulder to overheads and a rope climb. It's like, it was just so hard. It's like, I'm thinking about my standards. Like I've got people watching, there's judges, there's so much going on.
Trying to synchro with your teammates.
Yeah, you're synchroing. It's just like, it was literally it was hard as. He's like, and they loved it. So after they'd done, they're like, wow, I just learnt so much from doing this. And I'm like, that's why I wanted you guys to actually do this, because
It was a mad call. That's good.
Because we obviously in our last episode we talked about one of our goals is actually is trying to get into that competitive space more. So teams, obviously, one of our goals is to get a team to the games one day. And yeah, so I just wanted them to be exposed to it. And I told them at the end of it, I'm like, look, you guys did awesome. It was so last minute, whatever. But there was 4 workouts and you literally learned a lesson every workout. And I'm like, it's way better for you to learn this lesson now than next year. And just, yeah, so that's what I gave them a little speech and they were loving it. So they're fired up for next year. That's why Josh is out there doing his extras.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But the team, I think it was really good. The only thing I would say, which was a bit chaotic, was obviously the Thursday, Friday, and they have day jobs. So we had to do it sort of during class times, which wasn't ideal.
We flipped the gym.
It was I hated every minute of it. I was like, I remember your mum. She's like, how stressed are you right now? I'm like, Tracy, don't talk to me.
She would know.
And she's like, okay, I'm going. But yeah, everything was backwards. We had a massive class. We had the team had to do the workout on this side of the room because we needed the ropes and the space. And it was just, it was absolute madness. But another reason, like it's practice for us too, but next year the team, we're obviously going to let them know ahead of time, this is your team. You need to take these days off work because we can't do that again. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal.
It was not ideal. Russ did a great job because if I was coaching classes, I would have had a mental breakdown, I reckon.
No, it was okay. It was just unfortunate that we had some new people in that class as well because we had that bring a friend for free on Thursday and it just so happened to be the busiest class. We had 2 new people in that class as well. And half the gym was getting occupied by this quarterfinals.
And we had bear crawls, which sort of like took up a lot of the room. Like if there was no bear crawls, it may have been okay.
Yeah. Look, it was okay. It just wasn't
ideal.
It wasn't ideal. It wasn't the best experience that,
Everyone's still got a great workout though, right?
Yeah. They still had a good workout. It's just that,
Yeah. It's just not ideal.
Was there like a lack of space sometimes? Like we just had to share some things or?
Oh no, it was a lack of space the whole workout. They were in the corner, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was just...
People were squished in. Yeah. It wasn't great.
They just didn't have as much space as they usually have.
Yeah, no.
Right. Yeah.
And because there was like a lot of other things going on, there was a lot of noise, like, the instruction and keep people together wasn't as clear as it usually is. So that's a lesson learned. So
room to transition.
100%. If you're doing the teams, you got to take the day off work.
Yeah. 100%. Or you're doing it at 7 p.m. 8 p.m. One of the two.
George actually came up to me the other day. And he's like, "Oh, can you just give me the competitive stream?" And I'm like, "Look, man, you got to show up to Saturday class." I'm like, "You got to show up to Saturday. You got to give me a bit of commitment, George." And he's like, "Oh, all right." And he's like, "Donny Goggins will do it." I'm like, "All right, let's go." And then bang, he was there on Saturday. His eyes lit up on Saturday. He walked in, cheat, and so now we'll add him to the competitive stream.
I think I already added him. Literally added him.
So he's come and asked me. He's going, "Oh, Jack said no. I'll go." It's like when you go and ask your mum. Mum says no, and then you go and ask dad, and dad says yes.
That's funny as.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, the team was really good, and hopefully, like I said, we.
When did you add him? What day?
Like
last week.
Like yesterday.
Oh, perfect. All good.
Yeah. Perfect. I think I added him yesterday because I was finalising the program before we went to the class. I was just finalising things.
Yeah.
And I looked. I'm like, who can see this competitive stuff? There's like 3 people. I'm like, I put so much effort into this, man. I need to put some more in.
Yeah. No, I think there's 10 folks in there.
Yeah, there might be a bit more now.
Yeah,
I may have added some people. I added Nathan.
He didn't come to Saturday
really?
class. He's gotten in.
I added. No, do you know why I added Nathan? I was like, he does every single extra, but he just plays footy on Saturday. So I was like,
okay.
He can get in there.
Yeah. Get paid to play footy or come to the competitors class.
I don't know.
I don't think CrossFit on the Saturday morning pays nearly as much.
No, it definitely doesn't. It's fucking definitely.
We're not in the sport to get paid.
I mean, hopefully one day we are, but
yeah,
who knows? The future is
just like this podcast. If anyone wants to sponsor us, someone was talking to me about sponsorship. So you actually can get sponsors a lot easier than you think, right? They're like, collate all your stats. I was looking at the stats. I was like, oh shit, we get 400 plays if you add YouTube and Spotify together. And you just go to obviously whatever, say we go to Gorilla and go, hey Gorilla, we're going to shout out your drinks before and after for a month. Give us X amount of money. Well, obviously not give us, but agree on a price. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, I've started working on that. I'm collating all our info, man.
I feel like
We're getting paid to talk.
I feel
dude.
like you need to 10x your views first before that happens.
No, but
How many
but you got to remember, we have 400 people engaged. That's one thing about CrossFit. Like, if we told our people to do something, they do it. That's where I come. Gotta sell them.
All right,
Think about
guys. Drink Gorilla.
Hold on.
We now command you to drink the gorilla. Everyone's just suddenly gorilla just popped into their hand. Oh, where did this come
Hey
from?
guys, this is actually.
But that's
fresh
my new
gorillas
fifth goal.
Stocked in the fridge, so.
That's
Yeah.
my new fifth goal, to monetize this
Fresh, cold gorillas.
to monetize this podcast, man.
Stop
That's a
it,
goal.
local
But anyone
CrossFit
wants to
underway.
sponsor us, let us know.
We're in. We're down.
Well, as long as the product's good. I'm not gonna sell out for something shit. But if I use it, I'm
not
down.
holding my breath
Same
on
as on
this
blast right now.
sponsorship.
I love
We'll
it.
see.
Dude, I'm gonna we'll make a product and sponsor it ourselves.
All right, so age group quarterfinals.
Oh yeah, age group, awesome, good job.
Age group.
They did well. The team
Sammy's lit.
I've lost it.
Let's
man.
go.
The team did awesome. Good job, everyone in the team, which was Josh, George,
Jacinta,
and
Jess. It was easy one.
Boom.
What did you say? 3 J's and a G.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 3 J's and
Yeah.
sick.
Or you could
It
call it like
it
the
was-
G and his 3 J's, you know.
Yeah.
Oh shit! When did you think of that?
I told Russ the other night. But I said it the way Russ just said it.
Yeah.
But that just came to me. Yeah. Good ideas happen on the podcast.
Because originally somebody said I think it was Jack actually. He's like, oh, the 4 G's, and then someone
that
pulled
was
him-
George.
Oh,
It was George because I heard that. I don't know why I've heard
someone
that.
pulled him up and go, hey, wait a second. No, it wasn't.
I pulled him up. Yeah, I go, no. What?
No, it wasn't.
George starts with a J.
It wasn't George.
It wasn't
he knows
George.
his name.
No, he did
started
say
with a G.
He said we're nearly 4 J's or something. I was there.
Someone, no. It was the other morning,
Andy
and it was
Berry,
like,
maybe.
yeah,
Andy Berry, I reckon.
someone, yeah.
I don't know. It might have been you, Jack.
I was the one that called him out and said, no, G. Like, George starts as a G. Anyway,
Yeah. It's not important.
Hopefully George knows
All
how
right.
to spell his
one
name.
G, one
But-
G, and he's
Age group quarterfinals.
3 J's.
They went down on the weekend.
yeah, they did. Yep.
We had the older athletes.
No, we
the
don't call them older
masters-
athletes.
Masters
They like to be
athletes.
called 55 plus athletes or masters athletes.
But they're not
I've been sat down by Tony. Tony Sam's mum sat me down. We don't
But they're
call
not
them older
55
athletes.
plus, though.
Our English
Yeah,
when we
they're
talk
not
about
all
them.
55 plus. How
Is
old do you have to be?
Masters athletes is fine, or 55 plus.
But how old do you have to be in the age group?
35.
35. So he's not that old.
That's right.
But it's older. There's some people in the middle.
That's
that
like
are
you
a
in
bit
2 years,
a bit
bro.
younger. Yeah.
Are
yeah.
you masters 2 years?
No, I think it's 3, but still, it's not too long.
Are you gonna do the age group quarters?
Yes, that was a yes. Hesitation was yes, wasn't a no.
Hopefully we don't.
Anyways, move on. Yeah, age group quarters were great. They went really well. There were some highs, there were some lows, there were some repeats, there were some tantrums, there was some speeches, it was all going down on the weekend. We had some big days. There was a 30-minute workout and we had 2 ropes, and I had a schedule listed for people to come in over 3 hours on Sunday morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. to get this workout done, to then be able to do workout 4 before we headed to the party. Change of plans when Seb did the wrong weight on his workout. He did a 30-minute time-capped workout, not an AMRAP, time-capped. It was 50 shuttle runs, 750 meters of shuttle runs, into 50. Do the math.
7.
Is that the right? Do the maths on that real quick. I think that's right. And then 7 rope climbs, and then 25 bench press, and then 7 rope climbs, and then 50 shuttle runs. It was.
That
It was
is right.
750.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
because
right.
it's up and back. Yeah.
It's 15 meters.
we both clicked. And and so he just, I don't know, I think he just guessed his weight, he just assumed. But the thing was, Muzz even checked with him, he's like, is your weight right? And he's like, yeah, all good. And then we finished the workout, and then immediately, people just came up to me, and they were just like, Jack, how could you let Seb do the wrong weight? I was like, whoa! I'm like, slow down, what's going on? And Seb's like, yeah, I was meant to do 61 kilo, not 84. So, yeah, he was...
When did people realise?
Immediately after he finished.
Oh, so not during.
It was
weren't
they
keeping
checked
it
the score
secret.
sheet, and then I think someone would have just read it and was like, Yeah, it's the wrong weight. And so, anyways, you got to go through these lessons.
Yeah.
You got to go through these mistakes. As a younger athlete, you need, and the best way to learn is by having to do shit again. And
I mean, I feel like there's a fair bit of the responsibility on Seb. There's a little bit of responsibility on us, and then there's like, but knowing that Muzz actually went over to him and asked him, "Are you sure? Are you sure this is the right weight that you're doing?" And he's like, yes. So, at the end of the day, the onus is on you, but like, I still feels like some of the responsibility falls on us a bit too.
Yeah, no, it does. But think about it. At the end of the day, if you did a workout and you used the wrong weight,
yeah, no,
I would blaming.
Yeah, no, it's yourself. You should know. Yeah. You should.
Which Seb was amazing about. He was. He's
a good. That's the reason why he is a good athlete, and I'd say that to him. That's why.
Yeah.
And I mean, and we saw Andy Berry do a repeat the day before because he'd done the whole workout. And then when he went to film his measurements, accidentally switched his camera off. So he's done, it was a 10-minute AMRAP and then done a max lift. And then an hour later repeats. And I'm like, surely he's not going to do as well. Like in my head, I'm like, if I had to do a workout an hour later again, I'm not doing as well as I did the first time around. Like, that's what's going through my head. And he ended up beating his initial score by 22 reps and lifting more weight than he did as well. So he...
It was a 2-scored workout.
Yeah, it was 2-scored, and he performed better on both. So...
How insane is that?
Maybe that post-activation potentiation from the heavy bench press, Seb's then ripping the 60. Maybe he did better.
What was his best scored event?
Seb's his best scored event was the last event, and he got like a 50th place.
What about the worst?
70 or 80th,
100
and something.
The lift.
Yeah.
What was the lift to clean?
Below 100.
Yeah,
clean.
max clean.
But what was his part 1? Was his part 1 good? He looked like he was sending part 1.
Yeah, it was decent.
I think he had a lot of
like
placings around, like most of his placings were around somewhere between 50 and 80.
Yeah.
And then the lift was like 120 or 130.
And then he finished 69th.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's pretty sick. Where did he come last year? Does anyone know?
Unknown. I'm not sure.
I'll ask him.
So top 30 go to the games. So, but I mean, he's
20.
Top 20.
Top 30 go to semis. They did another.
There's another step.
Yes.
What, online?
Yes.
They have online semis.
Yeah.
So top 30 go to semis, and then they cut 10, and they cut 10 from the semis.
Yeah.
Why? Why don't
throw it?
No, it's not cutthroat enough.
No, it's like, why don't they just go straight
10 go to the games.
Oh, 10.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yep. Yeah, I mean, he's still got another year in the boys category in the 16 to 17-year-olds. So, understandably, the people with the year, like at that age, are going to be probably strength is going to, develop a lot in that year.
They're the same age, though.
No, they're a year older.
Yeah.
There's half the field's a year older, or probably more.
Yeah, but
than
the year before he versed the same people.
No, not all the same people.
Wouldn't you? Because everyone
No,
grows
half of
old
them
the
are the
same
same
time.
people.
Then when he goes up next year, he'll verse the same he versed 2 years ago.
Well, no, because half of them will go out, and then half of them will be new.
No, that's
Well, half of them, sorry, will stay the same.
No, because when he was 15, 16...
Yeah.
What is he, 16?
No, so he was 14 to 15 last year.
Yeah.
Now he's moved up a category, and the 16-year-olds last year are now 17. So they were in the 16 to 17-year-old division. He's now competing with the people that are now 17, because he's the bottom age of 16 to 17.
Gotcha.
Right. So
then when he goes to top age, the younger ones that he versed...
in 14 to 15 will be back with him.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying he's versed the same people because he's already versed them. So I wonder where he came from last year.
Well, last year he won Torrin,
he won
But
Torrian.
worldwide place count, he came around the 30th mark.
Yeah.
I think it's my recollection serves me well.
Yeah,
if it does.
and he finished the Open 37th. So like, I mean, there's next year's his year to have a really good crack at.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Have a good crack at trying to get to the game.
I mean, every year is going to be a good year to do it.
But I mean, next year is the best chance you have, because then you move into the adult field, which is like high,
Yeah.
it's already super duper. Well, not saying the boys isn't highly competitive, but I'm saying that you're then versing people who are 10 years older than you.
Well, for every year of development at that age is worth so much more at that age. Like the difference between someone that's 24 and 25, there isn't much different, or 28 and 29. There's not much difference. But when you go from 16 years old to 17 years old, that's like a year of like being on growth hormone.
Well, yeah, technically it is, but yeah.
Yeah. You know, so you grow and develop a lot more. And I was actually talking to Jay about this, and like it's interesting the age group, and like just the way that boys develop, or that when you develop, you just have to be lucky to develop earlier. Like, and the earlier you develop, the better we'll probably see you compete. Like Jay we all competed in teens. Jay Crouch competed in teens. He's like the number one athlete in Oz at the moment. And I competed in teens, Reece Machel, Josh McMahon, and another guy, Reece Jones, and we were like the top 5. Jay was the lowest ranked athlete out of us, but he was clearly like the least developed, I would say, like, just in terms of like straight puberty. Like he was just like a younger 15 or 16 than us, you know what I mean? Is all I'm trying to say. And then he hit his spurt, and then it was like, bang, game on. And yeah, now he's killing it. And that's not just why he's killing it now, but that was just what happened and how it played out in the teens. So
I think it's pretty common for child stars to not be good when they become adults. In every sport. It's super common. Not sure why. Right. No, so to counteract that, I think it could have been the best thing that ever happened to him coming 5th. Probably
Jay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he just missed out, and then he had a conversation with himself when he's 19 years old. He's like, do I want to do this? And his answer would have been yes. And that's probably why he is where he is. But think about it, like how many times have you seen a YouTube video or a Facebook video of a kid prodigy, and where are they? Mm-hmm. They're not around. It's super interesting. In CrossFit, I think I've been... Athletes. Any sport, like, just think about...
I was just thinking of Miley Cyrus.
But like, yeah. But athletes, like you think about young and kid athletes, there's always these freaks when they're so young, and they get older, and the ones that would just like grind away in the background end up way better. So it's interesting. It's interesting to know.
Is that just because you think that because everything becomes easy, potentially it becomes easy to those people who are just super freaks that they don't continue to put in the work?
I personally think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Whereas
the people who are used to...
I wouldn't say they get complacent. Like, think about it, right? If you reach a target, you can maybe take a step back if you're... You know what I mean? So say my goal is to make kid games. You make kid games. You're like, shit, that's the peak. I'm done. You're partying, you're celebrating, you're doing whatever. Having a good time. You're telling all your mates, and there's a kid in the dungeon that didn't make it, that's grinding. And then all of a sudden, you're both 22, and the one that made it has been going... like enjoying, doing whatever, doing the normal things, and the kid that didn't make it is grinding, he's probably going to be better.
Right, I got 2 things here. Number 1, Nick Palladino, the guy that was winning back in the day, by the way, could squat clean 136 at 15 years old. Could squat clean like 150 when he was like 16 or 17 years old. And Jay and I looking back at the video, like this guy just was juiced up back then. Like he was strong for a 16-year-old.
He was winning everything.
Gone. Just a streamer now. Just like he was a CrossFit Games athlete, won the CrossFit Games as a teen. Never heard of him. He like was in Mayhem's video sort of vibe for a bit, and then just gone. That's number 1, so that's, stands for your point. And then number 2, Medeiros, actually, where I just found out, and I'm the same age as Medeiros, he placed 18th in the year of the Kid Games, the CrossFit Games for teens, and Jay placed 17th, and I placed 15th. I didn't know that. I didn't know Medeiros was competing. I was competing against him now, but now he's winning the whole thing. He's in the adult division. Yeah, he's the world champion right now. For the past 2 years.
So good, but not winning.
Yes. Yeah, so he was good, he had talent, but he didn't make it, so it made us hungry.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, that's literally what I'm trying to say, is I reckon the ones that don't make it become better, and that's not just our sport. I've been interested in this. I actually did a topic on this in uni. They do a heap on child development in sport at uni. Like it's like the number 1 thing. Because you're trying to make your athlete the best they can possibly be at their peak, which isn't 18 years old. Their peak is whatever CrossFit Peak's a bit different, it's a little bit older, but if you're thinking team sports, it's probably like around 30. CrossFit athletes could be 35, who knows. But you're trying to make your athlete as good as they possibly can be at 35 or 30 or whatever it is. And having huge success at 18 is probably not the answer. So that's my point being, like, these lessons that Seb's learning, that's what I've really noticed with him, is that he loves it. He's got no pressure. He like shows up because he wants to show up. So that's why I think he's going to be awesome, because I can see when he's 18, well, my bet is that he's going to have that conversation, like, do I want to do this? And I reckon he'll say yes. But
that's why the psychological factor of being an athlete or just training in general is so big. It's such a big factor. It's like, because that's what we're talking about, right? It's like it just has a psychological factor on these young people. But why do you think that is?
I can't tell you, man. It's just everywhere.
Why do you think
think about child stars, right? Don't they have some of the biggest mental health problems ever?
Why do you reckon that is?
I don't know.
It's just because they're still developing, and then you're exposed to all this fame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you don't know how to deal with it because you're still not sure of yourself. I think when you don't really know who you are until you're probably in your 20s sometime. You know what I mean? When you're in your teenagers, you're still working things out.
So like as
you're still young and dumb.
They're finding their identity. It's like this big thing that happens that's out of the norm. That like they have a bit of like an identity crisis.
Yeah, I just think too much probably pressure. Too much
pressure's huge. Like having a piece of pressure on you. Like the number one thing, one of the coaches I look up to, and he's got a whole thing on this talking about developing students into like professional athletes, is he's like, do not specialize early. You want to specialize as late as possible. It's like the kid still wants to be playing footy. The kid still wants to be doing everything, doing his sports, still enjoying everything and whatever. And then what will happen is he'll find what he likes, right? Because if you just go, if you decide that you're going to do this, or he's going to decide he's going to do this too early, like you can just get sick of it. So being like general and broad is probably the best thing for younger athletes. Doing everything, like all types of workouts, still, you know what I mean? Like not being too specialized is probably the best thing for him, because he's got the rest of his life to specialize on his weightlifting and stuff. So it's hard. It's hard, but even when he tracks his own food, do you know that?
Who?
Seth.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was like, I hope he's not doing too much serious stuff. And then I was like, hey, what do you do? He's like, I track all my food. I'm like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh, okay, that's a lot, but
that's awesome. That's good.
No, it is good. It is good. I was just shocked. But he's got no pressure to do it. He just likes to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, Seb's a freak, man. Back to what I was saying. But it's him like missing out. What I'm trying to say is him maybe just missing out could be the best thing ever. As you said, Medeiros.
Well, that's not 17th. The game plan, though. That's not the game plan.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want him to miss out.
No.
We're like, we've secretly got this plan to actually get him to miss.
We obviously
don't.
Don't want him to miss, but him learning these lessons now is good because he's 16 years old.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. But I think like the more of a unique situation you put yourself in, the less people you have to receive advice from. So, you know, if you're someone that is in a unique situation because you won the teen games or because you're a child star, like who is really around you that understands you and your scenario and your situation? Yes, there's life factors and everyone's a human being. There's life things that you're always going to get advice on, but there's less people that understand, you know, what's going on.
There's probably a heap of factors to it, but it is a really cool stat that like all the kids winning the teen games aren't really around, except for, I was going to say, there's Gilherm's obviously around. He didn't win the teen games though.
He's a weapon.
He was finishing like maybe top 5 in the teens.
But I mean, I guess
Dallin Pepper's still around.
Yeah.
He was winning the teen games, I think.
Yeah.
But he's still going. He hasn't broke through to individual though yet, has he?
Yeah. He just
just
won
did
the Open. I think he just top 5 the Open.
Okay, yeah. So he was one. So them two ones that obviously have done well, but it can obviously be done. But interesting.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess the most of your development happens in those years when you are going through puberty, especially when it comes to, or a lot of it.
And there's some
That's-
life factors as well that play a huge part when, obviously, with drinking and partying and all that stuff. Obviously, you don't do that when you're underage.
This is what I talk about, the psychology
Yeah.
of things. Like,
Yeah.
it's huge. Yeah, it's like the life factors in terms of partying and things like that, but also like what's going on in people's home life and if they have a good home life and things like that. You know, do you come from a family of money or do you come from a family that's poor? You know, do you have parents that support you and love you with your goals, or do you not? Like, I see Seb's parents and they love that. Like, I love watching Seb's parents watch Seb. Because they're just like, they're just so nervous and they're just wide-eyed and they're like, if I look at them, they look at me because they think something's wrong, and they're just awesome. Like,
He cracks me up. They crack me up. I always talk to them.
yeah.
But anyways, enough about Seb. But what about all the
Muzz
masters?
popped a calf. He said when he was doing his PT course many moons ago, he said that he had an audible bang happen from his calf, and there was 10 people that heard it, and he said it was a similar feeling in the same calf. He
That's not ideal.
started his shuttle runs, and Brad and Ash came down to watch him, and then his workout went for 30 seconds, and
really?
it just looked like he got sniped. Yeah.
Was there any factors to that?
He took it so well.
Was he warmed up?
He was warm, like he did a good warm up. He was good to go. He said his calves are recently like a little bit tired, nothing overly,
I know what it is. It's the box jumps.
Box jumps.
That box jumps in the workout before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Bez was saying his calves were sore doing muscle ups. I remember him telling me this when he had a few beers last night. It's like, dude, I failed a muscle up because of my calves. I was like, what? But that's
hilarious.
Yeah. So like volume.
Yeah.
It
was the box jumps.
He probably needs to, and it could come down to a lot. It could be ankle range. Could be just calf volume and
strength in the calves, calf integrity.
Yeah. And just not used to the training volume.
He had to do 30-inch box jumps.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard for 55 plus athletes.
Did they?
No, they're 24. They did 24.
24.
But still, he would have done how many rounds? Like, he did a lot of rounds yesterday.
He got the most rounds. He did 7, I think.
Okay. So he's done 70 plus box jumps yesterday, and then done heavy cleans, done heap of lunging, which
his feet would have been like,
fatigue you, and then you're expected to like run the next day.
Says he hasn't been training as much as he wanted to as well in the lead up for this.
So. He's had stress with work.
His
recovery
he was changing
brands or
whatever.
whatever.
Be there because of his training.
It's just so much training after the last couple of months to open the Masters, but these things happen. What can you do? You just have to take it on the chin, and then
lesson learned. If you do a shitload of box jumps and your feet hurt, roll them out.
I did not hear Muzz say one negative thing yesterday.
Yeah, no.
And I could see
did he coach?
Did
he coach this morning?
Coach this morning. He was at 5 a.m. here this morning.
Yeah, because he was leaving when he was leaving the party. I'm like, dude, are you right to coach? He's like, yeah, no worries. I'm like, all right, sweet.
He's a weapon.
I was like, let us know if you need any help.
I love Muzz.
Yeah, he didn't let us know. Should we shout out all the masters? Who was it?
Leonie Anzen, Michelle Newman, Jacinta, forget Jacinta's last name. Ballantyne, and Andy Berry. Belinda Robson, and Kim McGregor.
Are we missing anyone?
And then Seb.
Yeah.
Is that everyone?
That's everyone. There was 8 athletes.
If we missed someone, we're sorry.
No, we haven't missed anyone.
Yeah.
Everyone did really well. Kim got 3rd in the world for her lift.
Did she?
Yeah,
I saw that lift, right? I saw it. I was like, what is on the bar there? Someone's like 90. I'm like, Bez, you better lift at least 90. You should see his face. Cracking. Crazy.
No, she smacked it. Yeah.
Who better?
That's very impressive.
What weight better? It's like just
97. And there was a 91.
So 97 was the top.
Yeah, and then 1 kilo would have got a tied second. Yeah.
That's hectic.
Yeah.
Who had like the best finish? Do you know?
That was the best finish.
Definitely. No. I mean overall.
Overall?
No.
I think it was probably Seb. Yeah, but I haven't got final results because obviously things finished today. So
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
How did they go with all the filming and stuff? Because I figured that would have been tough.
It's just logistically, like it's very challenging to do, and if you haven't done it before, it's it's something you need to. There's a bit of a skill to it, knowing what app you're going to use, making sure that you've got someone on your video to set it, but also to watch it so the camera doesn't turn off. making sure that all your apps are closed and that you've got storage and that you can put it on airplane mode, and that you couldn't put your phone on airplane mode at a certain time because of the WeTime app. They need to fix that. And then,
interesting.
you know, getting your judge, making sure you're doing the right workout with the right standards, with the right weights, with the with the right ranges of motions, and your judges and stuffing things up. And yeah, so it's just a huge learning experience for all of them. And I think everyone just soaked in that experience. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to do next year.
So hopefully, like, you would think that people now know how to film and set up and stuff. So next year, hopefully,
if for me, I would have at least 2 cameras on me, because I would not want to have to redo one of those workouts from some little technicality. And Sam was saying that the app they're using, I don't know what it's called, but apparently as soon as somebody calls you, it stops your filming.
Yeah, but that's any videoing.
Yeah.
You just have to put your phone in airplane mode.
Yeah, but apparently you can't start it with on airplane mode.
But you need to
But you can on Do Not Disturb. So you got to have it on Do Not Disturb.
No, but you can't enter the workout. You can't enter into the video part and then with airplane mode on. But then once you're in the video part, then you turn on airplane mode and then you hit record.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can't start it without internet.
Which is the thing I was saying you need to change. They need to change that.
Yeah.
That's silly.
Seems so silly, yeah.
Because we put it on we put Bez's on and Jess's on airplane mode for the team when we're playing with it on the team. And we're like, we can't start the video now. It's like, you need connection to the internet. And I'm like, well, it can't be on airplane mode because you got no internet.
Yeah. So there's heaps of little like logistical issues that happen like that. And you know who's really good at them is Dave McGregor. He was straight onto things. Like
he probably works in IT, man.
Well, he does, and he's like competed with Kim. He's had heaps of experience doing it, but like there's actually like that experience to be like a good judge and like organization, and having that organizational skills to sort those logistical things out is such a skill, and like he's got it. And I was even talking to him at the party last night. I'm like, dude, you should go up to touring. Like we're in need of actual like good judges, and if you enjoy it and you're good at it, do it, because like we actually need them, because I've missed out on a games spot because of a judge and their inability to do their job correctly. And I have, and I like it sucks. But I'm not someone that won't take a no rep on the chin. And if I absolutely am. And even if I'm in the wrong, I'm like, well, out of my control, got to keep moving, do another rep. But when it's a final event and it's a sub 3 minute event and we get no repped on a rope climb, because my hand's waiting on the bar and then Lauren touches the bar on the other side because it's a synchro rope climb, and she no reps me because my hand was just waiting on the bar. We weren't briefed on that. It wasn't a movement standard. When we went and found them afterwards and we talked to them about it, they said, the judge's call is last. And that was what we got. And then also so then now we're behind. Everyone's moved to the worm, we've moved to the worm, a rope climb behind them. Sub 3 minute workout, right? There's no room for error. Final event. We're sitting in first, and it was when there was only one qualifying spot at ACC. Me, Lauren, Sam, and Lucas, and then we pick up the worm, we put it on our shoulders, start the push press. She's like we'd done 10, and then it was our fault. We went for an 11th, and the 11th was a no rep, and the judge is like, no rep, and we're like, it's 10. We're gonna move forward anyway. So like we put it on the same shoulder, we got to move forward. She's like, no, don't move forward. Don't move forward. And so everyone's just going forward. We're like, well, she's like, another rep. So we do another rep, and then we like stuff up that rep. And then it was like, but she didn't allow us to move forward when we'd already completed the amount of reps.
Yeah.
And
it was like, well, I wish I had Dave McGregor out there.
Well, I still personally think this is an issue in CrossFit that they can freaking fix by paying their judges. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Because think about it, right? There's so many ticket sales. There's so many affiliates. We're going to call it.
Athletes just got charged $506.
Yeah, like all they need to do, the judges are already doing it for free. I'm sure you just give them a little bit of money. There'll be a little bit of motivation involved. And you just run like a couple of sessions, like every month or something. Like, all right, if you want to be a judge at Torian, you have to come to these training sessions because it's what the sport needs.
Yeah.
Like that story is shit. That's annoyed me because I totally forgot about that. Whereas if they ran through these scenarios with people and they had people that knew how to judge, or like say they just did it and practiced no repping people, I'm sure it would be fine.
Yeah.
You know, you get actors to come in, they do a no rep, and they get mad, and
I mean,
The
there's
CrossFit
always,
actors
there's
are
always
all
going
they
to
gotta
be.
do is meet
I'm-
up twice and just do it.
100% agree with you.
Like,
I 100%
I just
agree with
don't
you.
understand.
Yeah.
Or even someone in Torian, just go around to every single state and just be like, whoever the Torian judges are, like, it could be someone's job. Just train them up. Just don't understand.
You can't. I mean, there's always going to be a chance for human error. You can't eliminate human error.
You can't.
So, I mean, really,
Yeah, but just train them.
yeah.
That's all they need
But
to
I
do.
can have Dave McGregor do the course, go through, then go and be my judge. My mum could do it. My mum could be standing there if I can go, yeah, Jack, I know it's 21, but you've done 18, so just go, mate. Like, I don't know who the judges are. I don't know, like, it's biased. You know what I mean?
They're just not helping the situation at all.
Yeah.
They just literally need to do some training sessions, just like
Maybe it needs to be a judge. You need to do they need to have a CrossFit judges.
Well, they do have the judges course. I think you have to do the judges course.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Level one.
Yeah.
I suggested to Ed, I was like, look, why don't judges have their level ones? I understand it creates a more scarce situation to find judges and it could be hard to find judges for the events, but it means the judging standard is going to increase significantly. You have to have gone level one. You had to have passed the test. You have to have had some CrossFit coaching experience and you've been on the floor practicing giving no reps for the past 2 years.
I feel like that's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%. Or
Because,
just give them $100 each.
If you haven't done your level
More
one,
people want to do it than train them.
Yeah.
if you haven't done your level one, do you even know the movement standards? Do you even know what's required?
Right.
Like you've done the online course, which is what?
I did that in my
45-minute
sleep.
Thing. Yeah. It's not,
Ed Russell's me, man.
Yeah.
The judging
Anyway.
issue.
Yeah. So, and like revenue sales will go up for the level one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So, anyways, we didn't place first. We placed third, and we were livid.
yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
I
That's
completely
massively
forgot
disappointing.
about that. That year's just gone. I just don't remember that.
Oh yeah, we blacked it out. Everyone blacked it out. No, it was what it was.
Yeah.
It was a
I know
great
it's
year of
freaking
competing,
shit though, but
You know, and it's all experience. I take it in my stride. If I had have like, look, the rope climb one, maybe I could have played it safe and just kept my hands on the rope and gone, you know what, I'm not going to just have my hand there. Maybe. I don't know. That's a bit of a...
that sounds like
that's
that was a
every
judge's
CrossFit
error.
standard is.
I'm
you
just
can
gaslighting myself.
Every CrossFit standard is you can you just have to meet there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
But if we had counted our reps properly on the worm, I suppose then, you know, we should have just charged her. Sorry, we're coming through.
Yeah, so
Let's talk about it afterwards.
you should have.
Yeah. Charge the capital.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, judging, but
But
there's
there's-
heaps of logistical things. Like even I gained so much experience on the weekend because that was the first time I'd ran age group like I'd run qualifiers at the gym because I'm usually doing them. I'm usually usually involved.
what lessons have you learnt and what are we going to do next year?
Oh, so like I think that a lesson I learned was literally just like reading all the movement standards before I arrive.
Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah, you know, being really organised, doing some pre-thinking, and then like getting there with a plan ready to go, which I did. And but even so, like I just found myself not wanting to like throw no reps out there, like especially with Seb, because with Seb I was like, there's a couple factors here, like he's young. Number one, I don't want to be the reason I throw a no rep out and then it derails him and he's upset and then, you know, I'm more aware of that he's young, but he's an athlete, wants to be an athlete. So, you know, essentially you have to be fierce with your judging on the floor and it benefits him, but it's just a wall in my mind where I'm like, oh, he's young, you know? And then it's also the fact that like, he's a competitor. He's come to Underway and he's arrived Underway as a competitor. And it's like, you know, he has an opportunity to go to the next stage. There is an added pressure from that. So you're like, better make the right call here so that we don't have to repeat a workout. There was a workout with the lunges and he lunged with the same leg twice because he lunged.
So you had to pull him back.
Well, he lunged with the right leg. He stood tall. He took a step forward with the left. And then I was like, oh yeah, he's going to lunge on the left. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And then he lunged with the right. And I was like, oh, what just happened? I was like...
That's confusing.
And it just bamboozled me in the moment. And I was like, dang, like... I'm not sure, but I'm not going to pull him back for that. So let's just keep rolling through and we'll review the footage.
That's rough because it's like 7.5 meters of lunges that you got to repeat the whole thing basically if you know rep it, right?
Because I'm pretty sure it said that if you
You'd have to repeat the section.
Yeah, but there was a weird little... Because I was reading the standing, the lunges, because people were asking me. But it's like, if you made the wrong move, it was a no rep. That's what I think I read.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you technically were probably supposed... But, I mean, it will all
Supposed to
even...
get
It
pulled
will
back.
all
You
even
had to
out.
alternate your legs.
Yeah.
And so I was like, look, if he gets a no rep afterwards, it's going to be because they found his video and sorted it out.
Yeah, that's all right.
And you know what? Like, then he's just going to get the time taken off that he should have got taken off anyway.
Yeah.
And so, that's the decision I made in the moment. But I also
a
found,
hard
like,
decision.
because I was responsible as the gym owner for other things that were going on, like, there were moments where supporters were just standing too close to athletes, but I'm judging an athlete. So now I'm, like, telling people to move back and trying to sort out, like, those sorts of things. And now I've miscounted, shuttle runs. And I'm like, So I actually, after workout 3, I just stopped judging. I was like, there was a moment where I was like, nah, I'm not judging. I'm just going to float around. I'm going to be a floater, make sure everyone's doing their jobs right. I had Benny Newland in there actually coaching. So we didn't have 5 supporters surrounding people and like coaching them because like people were yelling at 5 different versions of advice and it was just like
5
too
different
much.
cues.
I'm like, look, if you're a supporter, lift people up, but your job isn't to give advice. If you're a judge, your job isn't to give advice. If you're a bench spotter, make sure you're on point, like get in there and spot their bench properly. If you're an athlete, make sure you continue to show good character and be a good human whilst you're competing. I understand there's lots of pressures, lots of nerves, but I think it was just a lot of experience in that. I probably the person that's actually in charge of the runnings, I don't think should be judging because
100%.
Yeah.
Well, it happened
there's
to
too much going
me
on.
in the team. So I was judging, and then I was sort of the only one there. And Josh came to me and asked me a question, which was fair because I'm the one running the session. I'm supposed to answer the questions. But and then Jess was doing GHD sit-ups. I answered Josh's question, and I'm like, Jess, what are we up to?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know where we were at. She's like, I think we're on 16. I'm like, sweet, we're going with it. But that was fine. Obviously, everyone's understandable. But same thing happened.
If you're judging, you should just be doing nothing but judging.
Well, then what I got was I was like, Keels,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And she's like, nothing. I'm like, do you want to judge?
Yeah.
So I got her to judge, and then I could actually go around and help and just run the timer and just all that stuff, make sure everything was smooth, the camera and...
Yeah.
Because
And make sure the next heat's ready to go, and that we've got the floor plan ready to go for the next heat, and the right sheets are going out the right place, and now this person's changed this thing, and now we've got to set up timers, and it's like
Thoughts on...
people aren't watching if the videos are still going, and I'm like, you need to go over there and make sure you're watching the videos, and it's like, so...
Thoughts on maybe like changing the class times on
what?
quarterfinals? Like, say we train all year for CrossFit, right? Like, the people that get to the next stage, should they not have a bigger thing? Like, so what I mean by like, it's like, our class finishes at 10, you guys come in 10:30. Like, would we not go, class, it's quarterfinals, sorry, go for a run down in Listerfield or whoever will run a run, and like, come and watch the athletes, but the gym's just for athletes this weekend.
I think
that would be good.
I just think that the it's good, but also you got to remember that the people doing the quarterfinals is probably 5% of the gym, and you can't then, you've still got to have a good service with the other 95% of people coming. So
No, but I'm saying it's one weekend of the year.
But it's not one weekend of the year because there's fucking quarterfinals for about 5 weeks in a row.
Yeah, well, that's
So,
but
like,
it's worth thinking about though.
But why can't it just happen at 10? Like
10's okay.
Like
I don't think it
11
was.
Oh, I just mean
When
like
classes
I
aren't
just think it would run a little bit better if you guys started a little bit earlier and there wasn't people in there pre. Well, I guess that's on us. We should go in early and do all the tapings and make sure everything's sorted, and then the class comes in and does it, and then they go through.
Mm-hmm.
Just something to think about though. Because how good was it on the Sunday when no one was there? It was better?
No, it was about the same.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because
you guys
once
started early.
competitors class finished, it was fine.
Sunday.
Yeah, on Saturday morning we just migrated over and took over the space, taped it up and got rolling. But it's just to like look at the floor plan and then get the tape lines in the right spot with the equipment we have is just it's challenging to do.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Like it takes a bit of time I just nominated people that were my helpers. I'm like, Muzz, Dave, help me. No one else. I don't want anyone else on tape measures, leave me alone. I'm like, we're sorting it out. Because everyone just wants to help, and that's the thing. So we just made sure we were pretty organised, and Yeah,
But no,
and it went really well. I think it went well.
Are you tired? Did you get home and be like,
I hit the lunge workout with Bez. I hit it. It was with 22s. I hit it with 25s, and did a little handstand walk to the dumbbells. I hit a workout with him at the end of the day. Got home that night, and like just passed out.
Yeah.
Just had a shower, passed out, woke up in the morning, headed in, but I was like, I'm tired, but I'm G'd, if that makes sense.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Because even just me organising the team, which was way quicker and probably a little bit easier, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And so you're doing 10 people out there.
Yeah,
There was
I was tired just after being there on the Saturday, and I wasn't even there the whole time. I didn't watch Andy do his second attempt or the last workout after his second attempt.
Yeah.
So that still felt like a long day.
Well, for me, I was just frothing because I just wanted to get involved. I was like, can I have a workout now?
But going back to lessons learned, so
Yeah.
obviously we're going to sort of have people with roles and jobs and
That's key.
and
just
have more of a
organisationally.
think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, just having.
We've got a year
designated.
to
Well, these are all lessons for us. Just like the athletes are learning
Prepare.
lessons, we're learning lessons.
I would
too.
say it's mandatory if you're doing quarterfinals that you need to do the judges course also. It costs $10. Go and learn all about the standards and how to do it. But also, it's within the rules that you need to have a certified judge. And so if you're planning on doing quarterfinals, well then you're probably also going to have to judge as well.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you were going with that.
And you
Yeah,
should,
that makes
because
sense.
you can't just hope that you're going to show up and someone
Yeah.
else has done the judges course for you. You'd be like, hey, you do the judges course for me and I'll do the judges course for you. And like, let's do that. But also to sit there for 45 minutes and like actually just have a bit of a read over like what judges are looking for and what the movement standards are and actually understand that it's very beneficial for you as an athlete, because I guarantee you understand reading the scorecards so much better. And also, you know, when you get a no rep, you're going to understand why you're getting a no rep a lot quicker, and you're less likely to even get a no rep because you know exactly what you're looking for when you're completing a workout.
I agree. It is definitely worth doing, especially for people to judge. Like,
There'll
they
be 50% less mistakes. Yeah. If to no mistakes.
But I think I found us, because there's so many standards and different standards in those workouts. Like the team aren't allowed to move. They have to stay behind this line. They can't go high five over here. There's just like
start with
so
your hand on
much.
the box behind this line.
I
It's
was like, what the hell is... It took me like 30 minutes to fully understand a workout, and I feel like I should have looked a little bit earlier. That's on me.
Yeah.
But that's my lesson learned, is actually understand the workouts, because when the Open's out, I watch the videos and I'm like, okay, I know. I feel like there was a lot more with the quarterfinals, because there was filming, there was all this, and the standards are a little bit different, there was just some different standards, and I was like...
The devil's in the details.
So knowing them is the number one thing I think we should do, is read those suckers.
There was a moment where Benny came up to me and like, so, you know, the rope climb situation at Underway right now is we had like a 13-foot rope, and then if you reach up and you touch a chain, it's a 15-foot. So you have to sort of like grab the buckle and then reach up, and you can only reach on one side because you can only film from one side. So, you know, there was a conversation we had, and Benny and I talked, and I had to make a judgment call, and he was like, you know, can the athletes just touch either side of the chain? Because, you know, they're stressing out, and I'm like, and it doesn't, like, they're not furthering on to the next competition, and it's going to be okay. And I definitely saw his angle in that. I was like, yeah, I see what you're saying, Benny, and I know their athletes are stressed, and it's a different stand. It's not ideal because of the rope, and you know, it's but I've seen all of them do it. I've seen them all do it well without a problem. You know, it's definitely manageable. And I think that we need to hold the standard, because if I found out that other gyms weren't holding the standard, you know, I wouldn't be happy, even though it's such a slight thing. It doesn't matter. This is like, you know, holes rip into tears. So I think that we just need to hold the standard. And I think that athletes need to deal with stress. That's what we need to do. So I was like, no, we're touching the tape. We're touching it on one side, and that's what we're doing. And that was hard because I'm like, yeah, I just want to let her.
But
Like, why
just
not?
to counteract
But,
that, though, couldn't you just put tape on the other side?
Yes, but the video wouldn't be able to see the touch.
Oh.
Because where the video was set up. You'd have to move
Got
the
it.
camera. So
I
you
was
can
going to
see
say,
both
because as
sides.
long as it's 15 feet, you're allowed to touch it, but it's where the video is. That's the issue. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's shuttle runs and it's the rope and it's so much space to
Anyway,
cover.
before
So-
next year, that definitely needs to, the ropes definitely need to go all
Yeah.
the way to 15 feet. And we've got a solution.
We've got
Do
a
we?
couple ways to.
Yeah, we need to weld a plate on and have the ropes attach higher up.
Yeah. There's.
Or we
I
pray
heard a
that rope
solution.
climbs don't come in. They've been in for 4 years. I reckon they're due.
No,
to be-
Nah, you
they're,
can't- can't
they're
pray.
due to be missed, I reckon.
You got to be ready.
they're going to be in every year.
It's like avoiding your weaknesses. You can't just pray. You got to train them.
There's going to be a year when it's good for you. And mine was this year, but I wasn't peaked.
Yeah.
I reckon it's a good open for me. But anyways.
But yeah, just to wrap up, all the age group folks did amazingly, and we were stoked to run the competition for you guys, and we were really, or I was really happy with how everyone went, and it was heaps of fun just to work with you guys, and it's left me fired up. So I'm pumped to see you guys in the gym, and just to continue training how we do, and to not forget the feelings that you were feeling and the thoughts you were thinking on the Saturday and Sunday that just passed, or that was a week ago now. And remember that if you can translate that into your training, it's only going to benefit you more for when we approach situations and scenarios like that going forward.
Yeah, and hopefully next year there'll be even more people involved in the quarterfinals.
There's a few that were there just missed the cusp that were eager to get involved. So
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
AKA Mick, man. I want to see Mick there next year.
I want to see Mick. He was there watching.
He's a listener. He always listens to the podcast. He was telling me he's going to gate crash one day.
The potty?
Yeah, imagine we just see him pull in.
Oh, he could talk for days. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I reckon, how long have we been going for?
Mate, we've been going for hour 30.
Wow.
Oof.
Do you know why? It just like hit me. Like I'm just like, wow, I feel worse.
I think we're done. I'm ready to
I'm
wrap.
zapped.
You happy?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
reckon.
Outro us, Sammy.
Outro us? What does that mean? See you.
Say goodbye.
Oh, see you guys.
Thanks for listening.
Oh yeah, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
See you guys. Thanks.